So next up I'm going to invite on stage Turtle Man and Instagram Guy, which together with me are part of Zomri group. And they're going to speak about how we, Zomri, have reduced extremisms to useless liars.
Oh, hi guys. So, you see, at least in Eastern Europe, when you get on stage, the people tell you, have a shot of whiskey or some alcohol if you get on, so that you won't be nervous. We already had two and it doesn't work. So, yeah, don't do it.
I'm nervous.
So, probably you realize already how these whole systems are failing, how the democracy is being eroded, how it seems helpless and defenseless. Do you hear me? Or should I stop like this? How the conspirators attack the values of knowledge and of science, and how the extremists attack the values of democracy. Well, guess what? We are here to fight back. I would like you to imagine democracy as this average mom. You come home every day, she takes care of you, she protects you, she's this really nice lady who you support, who you know that she exists, she's always there for you. But imagine you coming home at 3 a.m. drunk, that she finds out about it. Imagine how she changes into this monster that attacks you, that swears and screams. That's who we are. We are this other version of your mind. So, play the video, for example. Let's see what it does.
I don't know what he's talking about, but okay.
Yeah.
Preto vás chcem poprosiť ľudia, mobilizujte sa na nový rok 2016.
These are our extremists.
Posledná možnosť, ako uchopiť v tejto krajine moc, a konečne si budú vládnuť Slováci a tých špinavých chazarov pošleme, odkiaľ prišli.
10 seconds. Skip the 10 seconds.
Keď sme zabili na meste, kamenovali. A on príde na čas provokovať.
Wait a second. It will be now. The member of our parliament. This is our member of parliament. Okay, we can start the video.
Okay, remember this one. This is what happened in 2015. It's in front of the main train station in Bratislava, in the capital of Slovakia. There was a random Muslim family walking around, tourists, and these guys, members of an extremist party, started throwing concrete bricks at them because they wore traditional Muslim outfits. This guy, a year later, became a member of Slovak Parliament. He's sitting there until today. On Monday, actually, the highest court found him guilty of being racist. And yesterday, our past Prime Minister publicly glorified this guy and said that the court ruled wrong. This is the shit we live in Slovakia.
And also he is the head of the human rights in our parliament.
So,
Silly.
probably the first question you have when you look at us is why we wear capes or bags on our heads. It's because we deal with really dangerous, ugly, and difficult people. The second reason is because we are just random, boring guys that you would never recognize on the street. And because even though our presentation might be boring or whatever, you will still remember us. The third reason,
So we are not that boring.
the third reason is because those guys really want to find out who we are. If they wouldn't want to find out, we wouldn't wear the bags, we wouldn't be anonymous. There are also, it is fueled by a lot of conspiracies. You can somebody guess who pays us for doing this? Yeah,
George Soros.
on the first, yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of conspiracies. So that's basically why we wear this on our heads. We started out in 2016 as a little meme page with mocking pseudo celebrities, local guys, nothing special. And we, after supporters of this page, we are the Facebook page and Instagram page. We were just a Facebook page back then. After supporters of this group reported our page a lot of times to Facebook, it got shut down. And after we managed to make a rebirth, we exploded. We doubled our numbers in several weeks, and we are growing until today, which is we are making memes in real time about what's going on. That's maybe the most significant difference between the guys that were here before and us, that we are making everything in real time. As something happens right now in Slovakia, there is a guy behind the computer who is making memes about what's happening. We are doing it every day, non-stop. As of the last month, I just will tell, just not to brag, just so that you get the context. We have reached over 3 million. Slovakia is 5 million people. We reach 3,300,000 people per month. We had 10 million page clicks.
Oh, tell me more.
10 million content clicks every month. I mean, shit. We have no time. Oh, whatever. So people click on our stuff 5 times per second. Go.
No one is interested in it. So we are going on.
We have 5 minutes. Yeah, you can see the memes of this guy that was there. So that's how we do. Your turn.
Prosím?
Do pána tie isté.
Napríklad tak. Bude.
Počkaj, toto bude teraz fotka, že si mne tak ukázal, vieš, to bude obľuda bude hneď.
Bude Zomri.
Stop. These guys are nowadays Prime Minister and head of the government party, Bela Lugar, sitting next to him. And as we started, we just want to have fun. We didn't want to be as big as we are today, and we evolved to the stage that politicians and also our president Zuzana Čaputová is talking about us, commenting our memes, and we are in cooperation with them. As the fans or supporters started to sending us the hottest information. Okay. we evolved to the stage that we are something like press, because the press is slow and we are fast. That when the fans send us some information about ongoing situation, we are sending it or post it on Facebook and Instagram, and people know about the current situation. And 2 minutes. So now we should talk about the charities.
Okay, just let's keep it. We use the publicity also to raise some money for the charities and NGOs. We wrote about, I don't know, the biggest thing we did. We are looking at crowdfunding, obviously. The best thing we did was buy a flat for some disabled people for about 60,000 euros. We do a lot of charity stuff. Because of what he talked about a minute ago, that the main problem of journalism today could be that it's really slow. Like, you have to send reporters out, check what's going on, bring the info inside, write it, go with the editor has to see it, then to publish it. Because we are so interactive and everybody can, even if people say something in the comments, we take it out and we publish it with their name. They know that everything they send us that's relevant, we will publish. We publish it immediately. For example, with the burning trains, last year, or several years ago, the government decided that trains will be for free for students and elderly people. And somebody was riding the train and it started burning, so he sent us pictures of this burning train, which we published. And over the next month, we received probably every second day pictures of burning trains. Nobody knew that trains are burning.
Like 3 years ago, no one knows that.
But nowadays, it's like the symbol of Slovak railway company is a burning train.
Otázky k téme, televízia téma.
Dobrý deň, Jožo Šivák. Ja sa chcem opýtať, Igor Matovič vás vyzval, aby ste sa vzdali hodnostím, síce ste to už naznačili, že ako sa k tomu staviate, ale predsa len sa pýtam, či tak nerobíte.
Viete čo, urobím to tak, že nikdy, pretože je to armáda Slovenskej republiky, ja si tú hodnosť zaslúžim.
This the boss of the Slovak parliament, and because he promoted his political party member to the Minister of Defense, he got promoted to captain, just like a favor. So media started to write about it. He would do a good thing if he say that, okay, I will not be a captain, but instead he called a press conference and kissed the captain signs. So nowadays, because we created hundreds and hundreds of memes about it, his nickname everywhere you go is captain. Even well, politicians call him captain because he's a captain. So yeah, we should stop. We will stop. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. See you.
Thanks for not listening.
Any questions?
Yeah, Veronica?
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for what you're doing. I have a question. Whether you've ever had the problem of actually joking about something like in a meme, and then it turned out to be that it was like a fake news coming to you from some anonymous source. Thank you.
Well, we have some borders. We are not making fun of.
Yes, we did. It happens very seldomly, but when something like this happens, we immediately delete it and say that we got something wrong. We apologize, and yeah, that's it. We do it. Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot.
Would you like to evolve onto the next stage of lobbying or activism, or doing something more than the memes? What's the next step for you?
Well, what's next? We have the whole publicity that we need. I don't think there's a next step, you know. I think this is the best, because if we would go to TV or something like that, that's something we can't do or we don't know how to do. We are good at creating memes. That's the goal, and we can make them better, and we can make them more often, probably more viral. But yeah, I don't think there's a next step. We create some videos. We've got millions of video views, but it's just excerpts from press conferences, subtitled, for example, or something like that. But yeah, I don't think there's a next step in this.
Thank you, guys.